And this is Johnson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They go to Johnson again, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Taylor will throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jordan Hicks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. Black round.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll run on first down. Carter, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Carter, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Tyvon Branch.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They try the left side with Johnson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 35 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll keep it on the ground. Carter. And some room to maneuver. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Johnson. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. On second down, Carter. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Now he'll let it go deep, right? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 38 yards. And it'll be first down, Eagles. They run the counter. Carter. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. On second down, here's Wentz. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Oh, eluding the tackle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Elliott puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
Play action. Now Taylor. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw on third down. Taylor. And it's caught by Parker. They convert on third with a gain of 22. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On second down now, Carter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice spin into some open field. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So it'll be first down here after the run. Throwing now is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Wentz on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, Carter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Carter. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. Room here to run. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, Abdullah gets around him. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Well, sometimes, Brand, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Oh, he bowls over it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Michael Kendricks in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Taylor. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Yeah, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run on 1st down. Carter. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. Wentz. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Wins to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get 23 yards there, and it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
On 1st down, Carter. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, Carter. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This would put them in the NFC title game. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try the left side. Carter, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with 4 seconds remaining. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Elliott now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.